So today we're going to be balancing chemical equations. And when we balance chemical equations, we demonstrate the law of conservation of mass, which says that matter cannot be created or destroyed. And in a chemical reaction, what you really have is a rearrangement of atoms. So what we can do is we need to use coefficients to make it so that we have the same number of atoms before the reaction as we do after the reaction. This side of the reaction is known as the reactant side, and this side is the product, because you produce a product. So looking at this equation, this is the Haber process, which is used to synthesize ammonia. We have a different number of nitrogen in the beginning and the end, and a different number of hydrogen in the beginning and the end. So the first step we're going to do is we're going to write down the elements present in the chemical equation. Now, I like to take this whole thing and look at it at one element at a time. On the reactant side, we have 2 atoms of nitrogen, and on the product side, we have 1. So if I put the number 2 in front of this, this means that we have 2 molecules of ammonia, or 2 NH3s. This would give us 2 atoms of nitrogen on the product side, just like we have on the reactant side. So at this time, we have the same number of nitrogen on both sides of the reaction. Now, the only other element we have to look at in this simple case is hydrogen. On the right side of the chemical reaction, we have 3 atoms of hydrogen per molecule of ammonia. But since we put this coefficient 2 here, that means that we now have a total of 6 atoms of hydrogen on the product side of the reaction. So, since I have 6 atoms over here, I need to make it the same on the reactant side. So the coefficient I'm going to use here is the number 3, and this will give us 6 atoms of hydrogen on the left. So, when reading this is an understood 1. This says for every 1 molecule of nitrogen we react with 3 molecules of hydrogen, we will produce 2 molecules of ammonia.